Not that I really have a whole lot of extra time to edit my videos beyond the basics, but maybe this will just be a little extremely realistic hangout. Real life background noises. I'm working on my flower beds. Why are you freaking out? It's gonna have little tiny white and yellow flowers on it, like little daisies, but it's medicinal.
Feel kind of like hard-boiled eggs, but
it's because you're 10.
take it the other way.
What other way?
Pen is going to be right here. So see, that gauge is different. So is this one. All the rest of them should be the same result.
Huh? This is a really impromptu project I wasn't planning on, so I didn't have my gimbal handy. This is gonna be a bumpy ride. This is stupid. I'm going home to get the gimbal. I'll be right back. Oh, hey.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna run home and get my gimbal. I'll be right back. Okay, say it one more time for the camera.
Any calf that's in this group that still needs milk needs to be transferred out of the pen into a different hutch.
Water drinkers only.
Are there enough empty hutches out there for that? No, this way. This way. Come on. Come on. All right, I'm not taking you too far. We're just gonna do this right here. Just hang out there for a second. You'll be back in your hutch before you know it. Who's next? Parking like a Bronco the whole way over. Where's my nephew as a cameraman when I need him? You hang on, baby. I know you're gonna try to slip out of that. Hey, I'm working on my flower beds. Why are you freaking out? You're making a ruckus all throughout the snow globe. Because there's my house right there. There's my driveway. There's the neighbor's field, and he's got his Angus beef critters over there, and his bull is making noises. And this is my bull. His name is Mr. Bull. He's a Holstein bull. And out in that pasture there, that's all the cows that I milk in the morning. In between milking times, they get to hang out in the pasture and do all sorts of other... Dude, if you bust through this fence, I never seen you this crazy. Come on, people driving by are gonna think there's something wrong with you, dude. They're gonna pull into my driveway and be like, hey, is that your bull? See, okay. But I'm gonna have to say,
Get off my lawn. Mind your own business, people. Alright. Holy cow.
Alright, I gotta get back to my flower bed. Uh-oh. Whose bull do you think is better? The neighbor's Angus he's breeding beef with? Or my Holstein? breeds us the greatest milk cows in all of my snow globe. I know, it's like comparing apples to oranges. My feverfew is coming up. It's growing like 2 inches every day. It's gonna have little tiny white and yellow flowers on it, like little daisies, but it's medicinal. It's a headache cure. This is wild mustard. I usually just let it go when it's around the borders of the yard, because it gets some decent looking flowers on it too. I don't want that. Oh, I'm zoomed in. I don't want that in this bed right here. Isn't that better with a gimbal? Oh yeah. I wanted to film today, but I didn't know what. And then after chores, well, oh, today's Saturday, by the way. So Farmer Joe's home from the other commercial farm that he manages during the week. So he milked cows this morning and I fed the calves. And then I came back home here, which is just on the other side of one of the fields around the dairy farm. I was like, maybe I'll just show some of my flower beds in the front yard that I planned on cleaning out, tidying up. Anyway, I was like, put some nice little music over it. Not that I really have a whole lot of extra time to edit my videos beyond the basics. Maybe this will just be a little extremely realistic hangout. Real life background noises. I love snapdragons and I plant those in here every year. And that other one, I just, all the flower beds, they all get some kind of snapdragons. And I grow them as annuals. They don't come back the next year like perennials. Our winters are too harsh and they're sold in the nurseries around here in flats as annuals with the other annuals. But we had such a mild winter this past winter. Got the little stumps. Having a hard time focusing here. The little stumps of last year's snapdragons are starting to regrow at the base. They're coming back. Because you can grow them as perennials in warmer climates. I'm in zone 5 right here. A very, very cold, typically cold and harsh zone 5. So I'm being kind of careful. I'm not just like going nuts in here, raking over the perennial stuff that's popping up that can take it. And it's got really strong, deep roots. The snapdragon stumps don't have deep roots at all, so I got to be careful. If I knock them out of their spots, they're not going to keep growing. And I kept their little stumps in here last autumn, because I don't know if you know this, but when you let snapdragons go to seed, their little seed pods look like fairy skulls. So I wanted to dry them so I could pick the little fairy skulls off. And I just collect them and I put them in a jar and I pretend like I got a jar full of fairy skulls. I'm not going to run inside and grab it to you to prove it. Here's a picture from Google on what a dried snapdragon seed pod looks like. And then usually I don't pull them out by the roots until the spring. Because I always think, well, you know, maybe I'll cover them up for the winter, or maybe we'll see if they come back, and they never do. But look, they're getting green again, just at the base. And then my brother and my nephew showed up, and they were going to help Joe build we call them portable buildings. My brother's a pretty talented welder, and so he's rigging up one of those, and we're going to put it in the Highland beef field out back. Got a new, pretty big, it's big for us, group of Scottish Highland calves. And they probably won't use it, but it's there, it'll be there if they want it. I really hope we don't get any more snow. But we're still gonna have some pretty cold nights here and there. So Joe and I were working on that new corral for the weaners. And then he jumped into that other project with my brother. So I came home to work on this flower bed. And he's gonna call me when he's ready to do the next part of the weaner corral. Not doing the greatest cleanup job ever on these flower beds right now. Not trying to get into better homes and gardens or nothing. But the main thing is just getting out these little, these old leaves from all the irises. Little sticks. Not gonna worry too much right now about the little clumps of grass and wild lettuce that's popping up in here. Just weed those out later when I have more time to get real technical, or when they start to get too big. Doesn't look like there's much in these beds right now, but the perennials that are starting to come back up in here get pretty big, and then there will be a few blank spots that I put in some special annuals, ones that bloom into the fall. Snapdragons, Cleome, some sunflowers. You'll see. I did not plant you here. Why would I plant you here when nobody can see you? Nobody looks over here. There's no reason for you to grow here. You're just seeds that spread from my daffodils over there. I'm gonna pick you and put you in a vase in the house. Amish. Oh yeah, I still got some Christmas lights laying around out here because I'm a little bit trashy and a whole lot of busy. But then my nephew just called and said they're ready to get back to that project with the weaner pen. So we got to go back to the dairy farm now.
Big old loaf up in there.
That was your pen, Mr. Orangey. First time off a chain, which was for your own good, by the way. I'm gonna say, for in case anyone's watching this that doesn't know how a lot of farms do it with the young calves. It's better to have them not all running around in a big old group until they're after a certain age, when they're not as prone to getting diarrhea and ringworm and all sorts of other stuff that happens when they're all together. So you got a nice strong immune system now. You don't need to be chained up, and they're really not that, it's not very long that they're on the chains. What do you want me to do?
Everything. Stop the calves from escaping.
All right, Bud, our job is to stand here in this spot, make sure they don't get past us.
I'm aware of that. That's why I have this. Hold on.
Not very good at your job.
Sir, you're a cat, not a bull.
It would appear to the untrained eye that there's enough room in that pen with those slightly older weaners for them to go into, but it really isn't.
Back in.
And we're trying to get that area to dry up. The more calves we add, the more it's just gonna be a slush pit. Hey.
Popping wheelies. Yeehaw! Like the first feeling of freedom ever. This is the first time I've been getting out of chain.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I'm here is because I really thought he needed my help, but then I thought maybe he doesn't. But even
needs picked up.
Even if he doesn't, hey, even if he doesn't, it's always fun to watch him as soon as they get off their chains for the first time.
Yeah, I feel his oats.
Yeah, up.
Hey, if only you could get one of your 12 dogs to keep that cows in.
Yeah, they would for a second, and then they would probably just make it worse.
This is like literally setting the ship to sea.
Hup. Watch out, baby. I need your bucket.
Hey, hold on. Never mind. One time.
That's the building that my brother helped Joe build.
And me too. You call me.
Oh, yep, and Jace helped.
Now give me some credit.
Jace was here every single day.
Oh.
What, 3-4 days? You guys worked on that? I mean, not entire days, but just like a couple hours here and there when you had time.
Was he putting it right here? So
Jason, I thought that building was for the Highlands. You guys putting it over here? Okay, well they did originally Joe originally told me it was going to be for the Highland babies across the road, but maybe he changed his mind and is using it for here right now. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. easy part, letting the rest of those weaners out of their hutches. Woo-wee.
I'm stuffing cattle. That was useless.
Look at that. All 4 feet. Come on.
Oh, Mr. Rangy loves it.
That's legit.
We just gotta get used to it. We gotta get adjusted all the way.
If we put clean straw in it, they'll get excited.
Yeah.
Start
And all
rolling
we
in
gotta do
it.
is put the round bale feeder in that little area there. Take that fence out of there. This is super legit little area
I
now.
think I like the more than cows. Oh, yep, yeah, go poop, Phil. Yeah, you don't want to poop in the nice.
Jace, you can start. Well, yeah, you don't go down in that slop. Let's just see and Joe do it.
I know.
We're letting the rest of the calves out.
I'm like kind of just hurting.
If you work any harder around here, Jace, we're gonna have to start paying you.
How would I get paid anyways?
It's because you're 10.
That's what picked out now.
Hey, what a great moment for my battery to start dying. I don't know how much of this you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna let that calf out, and then I think put it on my charger, and then bring you back in a few when there's the final project, or the final, what's the word I'm looking for?
Finale?
Yeah, I don't know. When we're all done. Can you hold this for me, bud?
Sure. You're free now.
Dust would suck, but it's kind of nice and protective. All you gotta do is feed water and not
What?
have dust on.
See a life-changing moment. Second, y'all. Has she figured it out yet? No, don't look like it. Come on, let's go.
Got to.
The victory dance.
Another girl. Don't need man this one.
Okay.
Hey, this one's a boy. We got enough this one.
What the fuck was that?
Alright. Oh.
Yeah, we'll get loose.
We'll see if we'll have enough battery left to show you what it's like to castrate one of these guys. Whoa! Oh. Don't do it again. He might. He's gonna break his window. Another project we'll do soon, but not today, is get those hutches out of here and clean out the insides with a pressure washer. So they'll be nice and sanitary for the new calves that are going to get moved into them pretty soon. Also another project for a day coming up.
No kickflip.
Hey, bro, do a kickflip. So you get one testy through there. They're hard to keep both through there because they're so big. Oh, he sucked his nuts up inside himself. Sucked them right out of my hand.
What do they feel like?
Feels kind of like hard-boiled eggs, but like where you can't break them.
Are they fuzzy?
He keeps sucking them out. Yeah.
Are they fuzzy?
Sounds like it's not good to go.
I think got eggs. I think got eggs on sack.
No, that's way too electronic new for me. I'm in the right position. Correct.
Hey. Whoa.
Yep. Don't suck it. Yes.
One of those calves behind me eating my shirt.
Huge nuts.
Are you sure?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Got him.
Didn't even need me to hold him down.
Doing it with no-handed, talking on the phone.
I thought it would be crazier than that, that it would take me and you at least to hold him down.
All these? Are they all done?
No, they're females.
She's the only one?
Yeah.
So far, are they not let go? Well, I think they all are.
They're all let go now.
Okay.
Joe and my brother are gonna band a couple more calves. And I'm not gonna film everything, otherwise this video is gonna be an hour long, and I'm trying to keep it under a half hour. We're gonna get a more permanent water, hay, and grain thing put in here for these weaners. But I want to go back home, and I got to make dinner. I got to do 100 other things before the sun goes down. So for now, I'm going to put grain in one of these things. And then Joe's going to rig up a water thing. And then there, that's what you guys get to see for now in this pen. Next time I film at the farm, which will be very soon, maybe even tomorrow, I'll give you an updated shot on their little area in here.